Louisiana Congressman Ralph Abraham writes a letter to the White House requesting President Trump to consider opening the Space Force headquarters in his home state. One America's Emily Finn has more on the proposed command center's future.
Republican Congressman Ralph Abraham sends a letter to the president urging him to consider Louisiana as the home for a proposed Space Force headquarters. Abraham commended the president for his efforts to advance the U.S. Space Command and expressed his support for additional defense funding in the president's recent budget proposal. He said Louisiana is the, quote, ideal location for a Space Force headquarters because the state has a strong relationship with both the Air Force and NASA. Abraham proposed the Barksdale Air Force Base in Bossier City as the new site. He also noted NASA's existing Michoud Assembly Facility in New Orleans, which has contributed to the nation's space program for years.
I'm a huge fan of the president's agenda, too, of getting the Space Command started, and Louisiana should be the leading candidate for that particular arena. This is just a match literally made in heaven for Air Space Command to come to Louisiana, marry up with Barksdale Air Force Base, and just do some good stuff.
The Space Force would be the first new military service since 1947, and the Pentagon hopes for the program to begin in 2020. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan defended the president's proposed Space Force on Capitol Hill. He said funding is needed to avoid the potential of space-related threats from foreign countries.
This is the largest research, development, training, and evaluation budget in 70 years. The budget includes double-digit increases to our investments in both space and cyber.
In his proposed budget, the president requested $72.4 million for a new Space Force headquarters and an additional $83.8 million to start up a Space Command program.
The Space Force will organize, equip, and train the next generation of warriors to deter aggression and defend the nation. Space, that's the next step, and we have to be prepared.
However, the fate of the Space Force is still unclear. If approved by Congress, the Space Force would be part of the Air Force, similar to how the Marine Corps falls under the administration of the Navy. Emily Finn, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.